every game Dubik Studio has made or been a part of in one video, starting with Build a Plane. Build a Plane is a game that instantly got popular, with lots of YouTubers posting on it, like Bundan, and the ones on screen. Created on June 1st, 2025. Behind it, there's a community called Budget Gaming, which was made by Dubik Studio when I checked the owner. It came to its fall because the game was just a non-stop loop, and it was relatively boring. Gameplay competitiveness, and it came to its short rise and fall. Next, we have Escape Tsunami for Brain Rot. Escape Brain Rot for Super Mommy. Wait. Escape Brain Rot for no. Escape Tsunami for Brain Rots. That's what it is. A relatively boring game, which the goal is to go into these holes and escape these tsunamis, which I think they're just waves. You have to take the brain rot, upgrade your speed, jump, carry, get more money, get more brain rot, spend your money, get more brain rot. It's stupid. A group called Wave of Brain Rots made it. The group was made by Scare7E. SK7Y. Also, I think it's made by someone called Complex on Roblox. It somehow became popular very early, and it still continues to be popular right now, by the time I'm recording the video at least. Next game we're doing is Card Battle. Card Battles is a game where you duel people, and you collect more powerful cards to beat the other player. And there's a gacha which they spin from. They're like card packs. Every card has a certain power, and it's AI generated. The labels of the cards are AI generated. They don't have names. They just don't look too cool, but they're kind of cool. The only elements I've seen so far is fire and water. Water, ice, fire, strength. Those are all the types of cards I've seen so far. The tutorial was really easy, and I see why this game would be popular, or might fall, which it never had a rise, and it was not popular enough to have a fall either. And it's really relatively boring. That is a huge flaw for people who want to play a good game, but it's only for if they try it, which it's not too fun and no one plays it, so there's like no one to challenge, and most of them probably disconnect, which I know that happens. I've played enough games to know. And I'm pretty sure the idea isn't original either, because I've played a mobile game before, really like this game, which I think it is a copy of it. But that's old Roblox fashion. Skip to 3:30 if you don't want to see this battle anymore, as I'm done. Next game coming up is Baddies. Baddies is a fighting game. From my experience, I played for 7 minutes. The only 7 minutes I played of Baddies in my life. And the game wasn't too bad. It isn't relatively boring, not even boring, and it's kind of good, even though it's just a loophole. It still is kind of good, just fighting people. Made by the community, Meow Meow Games. The community made by Baford's 9000. Game about fighting, just non-stop fighting, teaming with your friends, pulling people's hair or whatever on their face off. I would give this game an A tier, but it's not about glazing the game. It's about talking about what big studio did to it, which I don't know. It's on of what I found. So I would recommend it if you like combat. Anyways, next game. Next game, Gym League. Gym League was made by a studio called 1v2 Studio, and it is the owner of 3 games: The Lab, Gym League game we're doing, and the Bug Test, which is just a test play for Gym League. from the most I know. And Gym League is a simulator. And it's basically just a loophole for as much as I know it. It's a rebirthing game. Typical simulator. And I get why it's boring. But the game's still active and it still gets lots of players. And if I would say it myself, I don't really like this game. I think it's kind of boring, but that's just my opinion. But I can kind of see why it still has players, and I should at least give it a chance since it was made in 2024. It's only like 3 years old, which is like a long time if you ask me to keep a game alive. But there's not too much more to Gym League. But I'll just check out like the lab game and see what there is. So basically, I was kicked out with a message saying, you aren't allowed to go away, but the grammar was horrible, as there were no lower cases, did not start with an upper case, and they spelled you as you, not Y-O-U. No periods, yeah, horrible grammar. Anyways, that's it, bye. This game we'll be doing is Steal a Brain Rot. So this game is any ordinary brain rot game or steal a game. You collect it, then you buy it or sell it, trade it. You get more with more money. That give you more money. Get weapons to steal it from others. Which yeah, I'll just be the same thing if I just explain the whole entire thing of what to do. It's a loophole. And it's not the original Steal a Game user, which people say it is. But I'm pretty sure it's old. That Steal a character is the original one. But they did buy it, so yeah, they won't get into any legal trouble because of it. But they might because of Toon so Horror. Just saying that they never agreed to like something. But I haven't like kept up on the game for a long time. So don't like be mad at me like, what do you mean? The legal situation was already dealt with. He explained it. Yeah, I haven't watched anything about it since like late 2025. So I don't really know what to say. It's made by Brazilian Spider Studios. I'll check the other games it made. It only has Still a Brain Rot, made by Sammy. Blue checkmark, verified. Yeah, there's not really much to say. If you want to know more information, go to like Creekcraft or someone else. I'm not the guy that would rant about Still a Brain Rot because I know nothing about it anymore. All I know is the old stuff. Anyways, next. Finally, we're done with that. Next game, Grow Garden. Grow a Garden is a game where you plant stuff, it grows, you sell the fruits, you buy more fruits, do the same thing. Events to keep you advertised, weekly updates, new plants that don't even seem like actual plants. Like the elder strawberry isn't actually a plant. But the elderberry is a plant, but not the elder strawberry. Anyways, made by a studio called The Garden Game by dev named David. Grow Garden being the only game it ever made. Yeah, I don't really know what to say anymore. I guess it's like kind of good. I played during like the Easter event, and this is not about like how I saw it, but like it was like very, very popular. But then it came to like a shortfall after the creator stopped updating, which he did weekly updates, so he needed a break, and that shows how fast a game can die. Oh, now we have a Swim League. Swim League is a game like Gym League, made by the developer studio of Swim Race Champion Studio by Inc. The only game it made was Swim League. It seems oddly like Gym League because I'm pretty sure it's a copy. I don't know how to compare dates, like blah 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 slash blah blah slash date. Yeah, I don't know how to read that everything. All I know is like the middle of the day and the left is the year. I don't really care about that. So it's a game that has attracted not a big audience, and it never has gotten like over like 10,000 players. It's been in 2024. It is horrible, and it's kind of boring. Relatively, if you compare it to Gym League, literally the same game, except Swim League advertises every product everywhere. But in the recording, there will be the weirdest type thing ever. There was like a realistic girl getting unboxing. Same with Pommy from the Amazing Digital Circus. And other brands which I think are copyrighted and should get into legal actions, but I'm pretty sure they just like got the copyright thing for it and like create so they can use it. But like there's lots of pay to win things everywhere I went. And I don't know what to say anymore because that's all I really could find. Next game is Skinwalkers. Skinwalkers is a lot like Dead Rails, and it's a lot like other game, but I can't remember its name. Anyway, it's a game where you have to like if you have to like see if there's Skinwalkers or not, because there's been an apocalypse, and you have to let only real people in. And there can be some flaws if there's Skinwalkers, especially during the nighttime when they're like long black things. Anyways, you have to upgrade your weapons, get more ammo, and get better guns. And eventually, you and your friends will finally be saved and rescued from that city. And proper people will handle it, and you will be away. Made by Indigo Cubs. That you can buy called Skinwalker and Dogwalker. And the game's inactive. Grid 25 was updated late 2025. I mean like earlier in it, I don't know. Anyway, it's inactive. It's kind of creepy if you consider it that, but it's okay. It's kind of good, I would say so. And it would be like A B tier. It's not the best game you can find, but it's still a game that can keep you occupied for a few minutes. Next game I think is Fish It. Fish It, a copy of Fish. People say it's a copy of Fish, but it has different mechanics and controls. I would rather like give the game a try than just believe it's garbage because it seems like a copy. Anyways, it's made by Fish, I don't know how to pronounce that word, Studios. Made by forgot the user. The only game the studio made was Fish It, and the game is still active, still being updated, and it has decent players. Anyways, that's it. Next game, Paint or Die. Color or Die is a game with multiple levels, and you have to find paintbrushes and get different colors and hide on the walls with your colors so you can hide from the monster. I don't know why you're doing this. I don't know. There's no lore. Made by Big Work Games, which the community was made by Kooky, with Color or Die being the only game it has. There's not really much to say. It's a fun game with horror in it. The effects of the monster make it scary. If I would rate this game, I would give it like a 7 or 8. It's a really good game. Well made. Next game we will be playing is Run or Die is the game we're playing right now. This is a game where you have to go from platforms. And there are other people called trollers every round, which activate traps that can eliminate you. And if you make it to the end, you'll beat the game. But if no one makes it to the end and it all falls to the traps, the trollers win the game. And the community is Death or Run, made by Iron_Oxide. Run or Die is the only game it has, and there's not much to say. It's kind of a good game, but like not too good. I would give it like a 6 out of 10. 6 or no, I'm not doing that. Game is Roller Skate Obby. Roller Skate Obby is a very unique obby with the jump button, beam stop, and you have to balance your Roblox avatar on 4 skates on all floors. Don't put that in a weird way. Anyways, it's made by a community called Roblox Workers HQ by Dubig. The only game being on it is this Roller Skate Obby, which is really sad. All of these only have like one game. You don't need one community for every game you make. Anyways, that's it for part 1. I'll make another photo for the cover and I'll review some more games. I don't know how many parts it's gonna be, but I'll be ready, especially by this video.